Every year about this time, Sheila Edwards comes to see us
Yes.
to talk about Walk MS.
Correct.
And that's an early sign of spring, isn't it?
It is, and I have really got spring fever.
Well, this is something that takes place usually in March
Correct.
every year. So we'll give us the details.
Okay, well, this year it's going to be March the 18th at Heritage Park. We'll start registration about 9 o'clock. And we hope that we would have more walkers this year. We really need maybe the church groups to get involved, the banks, and help us raise money to find the cause and the cure for MS.
I know when I talked to you a few weeks ago, you mentioned that you needed more teams.
Correct, yes,
So
sir.
can you either walk individually, or you don't have to be part of a team?
No, you can walk individually. There is no fee to sign up to walk, but there is a award. If you raise at least $100, you'll get a National MS Walk T-shirt.
Okay. And how far is the walk? How long is it?
Well, it's about a mile.
Okay.
And we have people that are not able to physically walk, or maybe they do in their wheelchair, somebody pushes them.
Right.
But you can still raise money. I personally cannot physically walk the walk,
Right.
and I always raise money. I send out letters to my friends and family, and it's really important that we find the cause and the cure for MS.
Tell us a little bit about the background. What is MS exactly?
Correct, thank you. MS stands for multiple sclerosis. What that is it affects the central nervous system. It affects your brain and your spinal cord. And it depends on where your lesions are in your brain. And to let people know that maybe do not know anything about MS, there's myelin on your brain and in your spinal cord. And what happens is your immune system starts attacking itself. And for example, if you look at a cord, any kind of cord that you plug in, there's a coating on it, and that coating is like the myelin on the brain. And what happens with MS is your immune system goes into superdrive, and it thinks there's a virus or something coming in, so it starts attacking its own self, and it eats away the myelin on the brain. So what happens with that is you get negative impulses, and so it depends on where the lesions are in your brain, or in your spinal cord. That's going to affect your speech. Different, as we know, right and left brain operates different parts of your body.
Now, when were you diagnosed?
I was actually diagnosed in 2006, so I've been living with it for 11 years. And when I was first diagnosed, Dr. Legank was very positive. He said, we're going to hopefully keep you where you are now and not get worse. And with that, at that time, there was only 3, those were shots. And that was to slow down the disease. And now we have like 8 different shots. We have 3 pills, and we have 3 infusions now. And I'm currently on what's called Limtrada. I started that last year. And the first year it's 5 days. And it's at Dr. Legank's office. He was the first office in the United States to be approved to give this medicine. And then the second year, which is coming up for me in about 2 weeks, is for only 3 days. And hopefully after that, I will not have to take anything else. Because with that, it's a very strong chemo drug. It bottoms out everything in your system. What it is that because it is a very strong chemo drug, it bottoms out all of your T cells, everything, your bone marrow.
Wow.
The bone pain is very bad. I'm not looking forward to that part, but I have felt so much better since I have been on Limtrada. We all have good days and bad days.
Yeah.
But
Sheila, what were your original symptoms?
my original symptoms was the fatigue. Fatigue is very big and popular with MS, and I was very dizzy, and I still have dizzy problems, and I was falling. But everybody has different symptoms to start with. I've had some friends that their son actually just went blind, and she put it on Facebook for everybody to pray for him. And I sent back a message. I said, have him to check him for MS, and that's what he had, was MS. But the symptoms are different for everybody, but the main symptoms, like I mentioned earlier, is the fatigue. You have dizziness, you have tingling, numbness, of course, I mentioned the vision problems. And everybody's a little bit different in what their issues are. And what one drug will work for me maybe wouldn't work for you. And that's why it's kind of trial and error.
Yeah. In your situation, do you have any ongoing items that?
Yeah, one of my main thing is the fatigue, and I take something for energy, and it's like you take a pill for every symptom.
Yeah.
But the fatigue is really bad, and usually by 11 o'clock, I'm a goner. You know, but the fatigue and cognitive thinking, I don't think I mentioned that in one of the symptoms, but cognitive thinking is very bad.
Well, tell us again about the walk. How
Yes.
can people participate?
Yes, you can actually register at walkms.org, and the phone number, if you do not have internet, is 1-800-344-4867, and we would love to see more teams. And it's like a big reunion because majority of the time we don't see everybody except for that one time once a year here in Cullman. And people come, it's not just Cullman people come from all over to walk. Dr. Legank is very, very pro finding the cure for MS. You know, his
Sure.
mother had MS. And we enjoy the camaraderie of everybody coming together. There is vendors that will be there early. They give out free merchandise. We'll have entertainment. We'll have the jumpy house for kids. And we'll have face painting, just a whole bunch of, it's just a big event. And if, in case it rains this year, we have a backup plan. We're going to go to Cullman High School in case it does rain. We've never had that before. And I was just telling you today, all these years I've came on the show to talk about MS, and it has rained, and it did not rain today. So I think that's a good sign.
Okay, very good. Thank you, Sheila.
Oh, thank you for
And
having me,
don't
Dennis.
stay away for a year. Come back and
Come
see
back
us.
and see you. Okay. Be
Okay.
glad to. Thank you.
Sheila Edwards with Walk MS.